We're going to do a podcast, and then we're going to participate in Lexus's December to Remember sales event.
Or Toyotathon,
That's in October.
Sorry, Honda Days. It'll be happy Honda Days for everybody.
Well, I mean, now I can never talk to you again. My family celebrates December to Remember sales event. If your family celebrates Happy Honda Days, you're going to have to do it away from me. It's my religion. I can't mix my Hondas and my Lexis.
All right, then I guess we should just stop recording this right now because we are at an impasse and there's no fixing it.
Well, you can build a bridge. Why don't we just both get a Ford F-150 and fucking just like roll coal on some motherfucking Priuses?
Yes, just tell all the hybrids to go fuck themselves.
That is the Christmas spirit, right? You give coal to the naughty girls and boys that want to save the planet, a bunch of idiots. The climate's not real, so how could it change?
It's especially naive now to think you can save the planet when Donald Trump is president.
Well, the problem is we don't have to save the planet. We're just trying to save the human race. The planet will be fine. The mushrooms will fix everything after we're gone. They'll eat our bodies. They'll eat all the nuclear waste that we leave behind. And they'll grow back, and the monkeys will eat them again and become humans. And we're just in a cycle. We're in a very long cycle of just existence.
I don't know if all of that's accurate, but I do think
we'll find out.
In the long term of millions of years, we might actually just be in a cycle of all dying out and then humans evolving again.
Yeah, Existence 2.0 is going to be sick. Like,
it's going to be sick.
I can't wait. I can't wait to come back as like a fruit fly and just experience just a tiny taste of the fruits of human version 2.0, 6.9.
At the very least, I look forward to when I'm dead, my body decomposing and being eaten by thousands of insects and then subsequently being shat out by thousands of insects. That, I think, it makes me feel good about contributing to the world, is that I'll eventually just be fertilizer.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to pump you full of formaldehyde and stuff you in a box so no one can get to you. And you'll just be poisonous forever. Isn't that great? We just make poisonous things and we stick them into the ground so that people can go like shed a tear and then never come back.
Okay, then I guess that changes my plans. So much for the being eaten by thousands of insects.
Yeah, you can't just leave bodies around in the forest, unfortunately. Otherwise, man, there'd just be mass decay everywhere. And I think there'd be a plague, another plague, a different plague.
You know how the Black Death began?
I think the rats escaped from a lab in Amsterdam.
The Black Death began when a city in Eastern Europe was being laid siege to by Mongolians called the Golden Horde. They waged chemical warfare on this city by throwing cadavers of their dead soldiers, the Mongolians' own dead soldiers who died of a plague that was sort of contained to the soldiers, just throwing their cadavers over the walls with catapults into the city, and then just basically just blasting everybody with plague. Everybody ran away, but not before they got plague. They sailed to other cities, spread it from there. Black Death. It was all because bodies were being hurled over a wall.
So the Mongolians are the best warfaring unit of all time?
It seems that way. It seems like they were very good at what they did.
I mean, that was efficient. They sure got a lot of those European fucks. Not enough of them to stop them from getting to America. But you know, they could try again next cycle.
No, that's the beauty of chemical warfare, is that you destroy the people without destroying the infrastructure.
Yeah.
So,
and then you go destroy the infrastructure. That's the only way to pillage. Yeah.
Pillage the village, oh captain, my captain. Do you know who said that?
Like Tom Selleck in the Dead Poets Consortium?
It was you.
I said that?
You said it many, many, many years ago.
And this just lives in your memory?
Yes, it does. Every once in a while, I think of you, and then I think pillage the village, oh captain, my captain.
No context?
No context
okay,
whatsoever.
Good.
I think if there was context, it would sort of diminish how you it is, how indicative of what's going on in your head. There was no, I don't believe there was any context when you said it originally.
That's yeah, that sounds that's quite accurate. It's precise, if you will. I don't know about accurate.
Another thing you said to me was, I don't know how to use that soap, if you remember that. And that, to me, was one of the funniest things I've heard. It's just that soap specifically, I don't know how to use that. And then another one was, it's all up in the air. It's all in flux capitulation. I don't not think I can't do it. That was another, when we were trying to plan something, this must have been 12, 13 years ago. And I don't not think I can't do it. Never forgot that. It was just amazing. Another one was, my mom put a Post-it on the floor of their house, and when you came in, well, the Post-it read, "Get money." In other words, she had to go to the bank. And you came in and you saw the Post-it on the floor, and you said, "Man, your floorboard's got a plan. They're going to rob you guys blind." It was like, that's genius. Just the moment you step in, you look down, you're like, you're.
And then I went and destroyed your toilet. So
No, I think that was after. I mean, before. It was way before. But I did have to announce to my parents when you came over to say that. I did have to announce to them that you were coming over, and they did have to say, make sure he goes to the bathroom ahead of time, because we don't want to deal with this shit again. And to me, it's like they think of you as like an animal. Like, we don't let him in the house.
I mean, back then I was only eating 1,000 calories a day. It was 17 pieces of raw meat and half a cracked egg, just the eggshells. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, no, there was no point in letting you in because it just destroyed the plumbing.
I figured you had that good gold plumbing from north of Montana.
It's an old house, dude. The house is over 100 years old. The plumbing is old as shit.
So back then, so those were the poor people houses back then, is what you're saying.
Yes, there was actually a shift, just like how there was a shift between what was considered a Democrat and what was considered Republican in the 60s and 70s. North of Montana used to be the poorest part of Santa Monica. That's why my parents managed to find such a good price.
Gentrification comes for us all.
Yeah. My parents found a good when it wasn't that they were able to afford it, because my dad won a lawsuit, and using that money he was able to get a down payment on the house. That is not why.
What was the lawsuit about? Some writing? Someone stole some of his writing or something?
Well, according to my dad, he came up with the idea for Look Who's Talking.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he told somebody about it. Like, the rights were owned by a producer, and someone else read his script, and then they made the movie Look Who's Talking. And so there was a lawsuit. The producer sued those people. The producer won most of the money, and then my dad won a decent amount of it.
Enough for a new house. A new old house.
A new old
house. Does he still have the script? Was it called like, hey, see who's giving the speech?
Check out what is speaking right now. Check out what's speaking. It wasn't Look Who's Talking. It's check out what is speaking. It wasn't so by what? It wasn't necessarily a human.
It was like it was a fern. It was a fern in a house, and it's like, man, I'm thirsty, and then it died.
What happened was the fern said, "Man, I'm thirsty," and everybody turned to it and went, "Well, look who's talking," and then it died.
Hey, I'm John Travolta. I'm so thirsty.
John Travolta was such a handsome guy when he was young. And to see him grapple with hair loss in his 50s and 60s and like wear wigs and stuff like that, I find it so incredibly funny that was such a big problem for him in his 50s and 60s. Like, I have zero sympathy.
What happened to his acting too? You think it was all in the hair? You think his hair was like some sort of like mind control thing, and then it just like went back into space and he forgot how to act?
Similar to how when Samson got his hair cut off, he lost his power. Yes, I think that's it. Let's
it's like
see
when
what
Parliament kicked the funk off their spaceship and it landed into old Greg's lake.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing that you just said. Anyway, R.I.P. John Travolta.
His hair.
His hair.
Acting career.
And it's hair, acting career. In some ways, when you're a celebrity, they're the same thing. John Travolta's hair It was this week that it fell out.
It was this week. Yeah.
It was this week.
He was shaving
And-
it, keeping it in a bag, and then it ran away.
Just like how my hair was like, hey, man, let's get the fuck out of here. Where do you want to go? Anywhere other than this man's head. I will go right now, please. Let's just leave. I'll even go to the sides of his head, but not the top. No, not the top.
Nobody wants hair on the top. That's how you get hot.
Yes, but if you don't have hair on the top, you get sunburned.
What? Bruce Willis never got sunburned. He's been bald a long time. He used to have great hair too.
And look at him now. He has dementia and he can't speak anymore. That's what you get.
Sure, but you have 30 more years until you get there.
I'd say probably around 15. I think once I turn 50 years old, the dementia is going to hit.
I think we're all going to get dementia around 50. I think that's just the way we've programmed our society.
I just think that's what social media does to us.
Yeah. It dements us.
We don't see it now, but in the long run, it will have slowly hollowed out our brains.
God, dementia, dement, AI, J-Man Rogalings, the scary pooter person.
I'm sorry, please translate whatever the hell you just said into English.
You know, like with the Dementors, what if she's like the person that's creating the AI that's gonna...
Are we talking about J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, J.M. Corrallums.
Just pass. Just
Well, you can't pass go.
Yeah, no pass.
Can't collect $200. You're in this jail with me. Sorry.
It does feel a bit like prison sometimes, doesn't it? Being
you roll the doubles 3 times or whatever. By the way, this is Unusable. I'm Tyler Martin.
Who cares? Who cares?
That's Ben Steinberg.
Who gives a shit?
Well, I care that's Ben Steinberg.
So, I'm painting the walls of my room, and by painting I mean I'm doing white touch up on different spots that are.
Oh, you're not doing like a mural?
No, I don't care. See, like, there's that right there. See that? Oh, it's out of. There we go. That's gonna get touched up. That's gonna get touched up.
That's gonna get touched up. Gonna go touch that up with that white paint on my brush. Gonna touch that up until you touch my junk, my lovely lady junk.
Well, you know what? Considering the trans movement, I do think it is appropriate to say my lovely lady junk, considering how prevalent that is now. My lovely lady. Yes, that is very progressive of you, and I appreciate that. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so now I'm going to make this an official part of the show instead of being awkward about it. Every show, we will have an official nose blow. Okay, where I blow my nose because for some reason I can't go 20 minutes without my nose starting to drip.
This official nose blow brought to you by CarMax. When you go to your local grocery store, say, show me the CarMax, and they'll be like, what? And you're like, the chapstick that burns, and you're like, oh, CarMax, and they're like, yeah, show me the CarMax, and then they do, and you're like, you know what, I'll just get Burt's Bees. Brought to you by that experience.
Anyway, what were we going to ask about?
Oh, I was just going to ask, sex, is it real? I don't even know anymore.
Doesn't seem like it to me these days, that's for sure. I wouldn't know. I think it's happening around me, and then people are like, oh, he's coming. We need to leave right now,
I only know about it from the movie Amelie, where she's standing on her balcony and somehow has like super cum vision.
You mean so that part when she like detects a bunch of different people having orgasms all over the city, is that super cum vision?
Yeah.
Did you just come up with that? Because that's kind of amazing.
It was a series of words that left my mouth with the potential previous bias of her having heard it, but I don't remember having heard it. I'll claim it as original. That was the original recipe, 17 herbs and spices. And it's like a cum substitute, actually. It's like the carob to chocolate. We can't get people to produce enough for us in our spice laboratory.
Given how much I've been sitting down these days, I don't think I can really produce any anymore. I think I've just sort of sealed off whatever that tube is by just sitting and being a lazy idiot. So, yeah, No, it's nowhere to be seen. Semen, sex, I don't even know if they're a thing anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, babies aren't real too, so that's good. We don't need any more of those.
My sister's friend just had a baby, but that I don't think that counts.
They had it, then where'd it go?
It fell into a threshing machine or something. I don't know. Ugh,
Usually
that
most
got
babies,
dark.
you have to turn them over to the McDonald's Corporation.
Why is that?
Well, so once a year they can release the McRib.
Okay, well, on that note, this is Unusable. The end.
Big Macs.